What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to ForTheFans with me and my co-host Ben Argentino when they're in the final with Germany. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Day 29. An absolute thriller last night. Actually, Jack, can you play the audio of what I said from yesterday's show?
I'll try and find it.
Excellent. I think Argentina will win on penalties because it'll be 0-0, everyone. It'll be a very boring game. I wouldn't even watch it if I were you. I'd stay away. It was Argentina, Holland. It's day 29. It's me, Ben, and my co-host Jack. How you doing?
Bored out of my skull. Slightly worried about what we're going to talk about, but this is probably going to be a shorter show. Hopefully you guys don't blame us, but...
You think?
Bloody hell. That's probably one of the worst games of the World Cup.
As you just heard from the audio clip that Jack handsomely found for me, I said this would happen, so 10 points to me. No one got the score right on the predictions, on the Twitter, on the YouTube, on the Facebook. No one got it.
Did they actually not? I'm pretty sure.
Nobody got it.
Have you checked?
I've checked all of them. Nobody said it.
Excellent.
So, got a pile of DVDs here.
What are we going to do? I feel like for the final we just do a jackpot.
No, we're not doing a jackpot. There's two games to go. I think of the postage. You've not got to pay for it. Right.
Yeah, but the postage, if you send them all to one place, won't be that big compared to sending out like 2 or 3 individually.
Oh, shut up. Right, here we go. I'm not doing that. So where are we then? So it was the match last night. It was Netherlands versus Argentina. Jack, can you give us a summary?
I'm trying to... Let me get some facts.
The real winners were Germany. That's quite clear. Germany was sitting there going, drinking their beer, just going, oh, I don't know what that is. Yeah, but
Is that a German laugh? Is that what that was?
Messi didn't have a single touch in the opposition's penalty area in the whole 120 minutes.
Robin wasn't much better, was he? I think he had 4 touches in the first half.
Netherlands had the lion's share of the possession, 56% according to the BBC.
Bloody hell.
One of those boring games of football. You'll get what'll happen now is I'm usually quite optimistic about 0-0s because sometimes 0-0s aren't bad. Like the Argentina Iran game, that was 0-0 for a long time and it wasn't that bad. Yesterday's game was really quite boring. Hence we did a Twitter quiz. So if you missed the Twitter quiz, you've missed out big time. If you were part of the Twitter quiz, thank you for taking part. So Mascherano got his head hurt.
Yeah. Is that what we're going to talk about? The concussion? I think that is the talking point.
There's nothing else to talk about aside from the end.
So this is he had a really good game, Mascherano. I kind of bigged him up a few games ago, I'd like to point out, and said he'd be important for Argentina, and he's done that. He got a lot of the ball, but as you mentioned, he had a bang of heads, and he fell down, and he looked unconscious. He didn't look like he knew where he was.
No, but he got up and he played on. So
as someone on Reddit mentioned, it was like the physio came up to him and goes, "Right, Masca, where are you? Brazil, what's the score? No. Right, he's fine. Get back on the pitch."
Yeah.
It was very... The head injuries in football, they're not really taken that seriously. You look at stuff like in the NFL, like head kind of traumas and any kind of unconsciousness is taken really seriously because it can be linked to a lot of stuff like post a professional sportsman's career. I know, yeah. I think it's in Australia, don't quote me on this, but I believe they actually have a concussion sub, where if a player gets a head injury, they're allowed to go off for 20 minutes.
Well, that's different.
And they can have a temporary sub on for that time, but obviously the issue with that is that you would get like underhand tactics being used. I guess the kind of way you'd have to do it is have like a third-party official who's kind of a medical kind of doctor who sits and goes, yes, you can't play, no, you can't.
I saw a few people suggest that. I'm not sure. Well, it would work. There's not I can't really oppose it because there's no negative to it, really. Aside from one team being very upset that this sort of medium official is seen as biased towards another team, because if it's anything like, if refs are anything to go by, then that'll probably happen.
Can you imagine the chance of the doctor is a wanker from the crowd?
Yeah, and it would happen as well, definitely in England anyway. Shall we go straight to the penalties?
Is that what? Can we talk about Mascherano's block? We've got to milk everything for what it's worth.
That tackle was particularly good. Yes.
89th minute, was it? There was not long left. Robben through. You could see the commentators, they've been bored all game and they saw Robben through and got it's like, quick, make our voices go high pitch, let's make it sound exciting. And then it didn't really happen, did it?
No, it was just a very kind of... It was just two teams of similar abilities just running at each other and losing the ball, and then running at each other and losing the ball. And that was just the theme of the whole game. Onto the penalties, though. Ron Vlaar, who had a terrific game, actually. It was a game for defenders. Dimichaelis was quite good for for Argentina. Vlaar steps up. Why did he step up first, Jack?
Well, Mr. Van Gaal has come out after the game and he's basically gone, two of my players didn't want to take them. They didn't want to take the first penalty. He's not name dropped, but judged by there's been cameras and stuff and lip reading and all that jazz pointed at the penalty shootouts, and I think I'm not sure if they've actually worked out who it was.
It was Robin. It was Robin and Van Persie.
Are you sure it was Van Persie and not Dirk Kuyt?
No, Kuyt would always go fourth. That was his classic penalty spot for Liverpool.
He's not dropped names, has he? He's just gone, you know who you are.
Nah, Kuyt's never a first name on the sheet. It's always the other players, then Kuyt comes in. Kuyt's a sealer. Kuyt's a banker, you see. So you put your banker in fourth when you need the goal.
I see, I got you.
Anyway, so Ron Vlaar steps up. Not the best penalty in the world. Romero saves it pretty comfortably. Then Messi steps up, and you were pleased to see Messi step up first, weren't you?
I was a bit annoyed at the fact that you could tell, even before the penalties, that there was some kind of what's the word? Disenchantment in the Dutch camp, players not wanting to take the first penalty. It was very evident there was some kind of debate going on, so to say. Whereas Messi, no nonsense, he is the pin-up for Argentine football. He's the guy who everyone looks at. And I don't know if he offered to go first, if he was asked to go first, but the bottom line is he went first, he wanted to do it. And he buried what was a very cool, calm and collected penalty. I mean, Silersen, the Dutch goalkeeper, had never saved a penalty before this, so whether or not Krul could have come on again...
Well, they didn't have the sub, did they?
No, that was the issue. You didn't know about that, did you, on Twitter? I know.
I literally wasn't watching, so...
You were suggesting it would happen again after free subs have been made, and my God, okay, our followers knew there'd been free subs. Our followers can count to free, confirmed.
Boy, did they. But yeah, so obviously Argentina have gone through. It was... if I'm Germany, I'm sitting there going, well, that was fun. I imagine the Germans turned off and went, I've seen enough. I know we can beat these. But people are saying, oh, well, if these two can't even score against each other, Germany are going to batter them. Let's remember, Argentina have kept clean sheets against the Dutch and Belgium. Germany are a different kettle of fish.
Well, Romero was
still pretty good.
Romero was very good for Argentina in goal in the penalty shootout. He also saved Sneijder's penalty, which is what won Argentina at 4-2. But no, my big worry for the Argentines is still... I mean, I'm going to be playing World Cup bingo here with the viewers, but and saying a cliche. But it's a kind of a common thing that to win a World Cup, you've not got to be a good team, you've got to be good winners. If that makes sense. You don't have to play well as long as you win. And so far, Argentina have won every game by one goal. That includes games against the likes of Iran, for example.
Germany haven't done that.
Exactly.
So Argentina are the only team in the tournament with an unbeaten record. Although if you're counting the penalty shootout against...
Well, no, who did Germany lose to?
Then they drew with Ghana.
Oh, I guess I was thinking that you could argue that Argentina technically drew this game, but I guess that's not really the case because they did actually win it on penalties. I don't know what to make of Argentina.
I think they'll put up quite a good fight in the final, actually. I think they'll play around Messi and just make it work.
Messi was very quiet again. Do you think that was a case of just Argentina not playing well, the Dutch defence holding firm? Or was it just a perfect storm of both, really?
The first 20 minutes, I thought both teams set up pretty similar. The Dutch were playing with three at the back, but in a strange way, that's exactly what Argentina do, depending on where the ball is. Because if it's coming down the left, they'll let Rojo push out, and then they'll create a three with Zabaleta, Di Michaelis, and Garay. And then so it's like they always break in threes because then Lavezzi comes right back and kind of fills in a right wing back position, and it's like they're on some sort of pivot. Do you know? Can you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly.
They kind of like smooth round depending on where the ball is. So they're very tactically they're excellent. As are the Dutch. To be fair, like the Dutch haven't conceded against quite a strong Argentine attack.
I was going to say Higuain really got shut down in this game. He kept pulling out to the right. I don't know if you noticed that. He kept coming to a really weird position. It was Rooney-esque the way he kept dropping deep for the ball early on in the first half. You could see he was getting very frustrated just by the lack of kind of space. Is it Stefan de Vrij? I hope I'm getting that right.
That's close enough.
So, someone from Holland answers on a postcard.
They'll definitely comment.
He impressed me, actually. He won a few good tackles, made a few good interceptions as well defensively in the first half. Didn't really put a foot wrong in many ways. Indy as well had a pretty good first half in terms of he wasn't too challenged, but when he did, he kind of put a foot in where he needed to, and he put in a few good crosses, blocks on crosses.
He was taken off though at half time, so
he was.
But that may have been to do with the fact he was on a yellow, and the Dutch did not want to risk going down.
He does look a bit like I don't want to say a liability, but he looks like the kind of player who might murder someone.
Okay, well, I'm not agreeing with that because I don't want to be sued. So we saw Aguero come back for Argentina.
We did. Well, he came out and said today, didn't he? He came out and said that they've proved people wrong.
Well, kind of.
By reaching the final. I don't think that performance proved anything, I've got to be honest.
No, but fair enough. Like I give credit to Argentina. Like, you've got to get through the game. As unpretty as it was, I don't like this idea that like people say, "Oh, it's all right, Messi's saving himself for the final." No. I'm pretty sure he will have been trying his hardest in a semi-final. Like,
is it just me, or does he always look on the edge, like his hamstring's about to snap at any second?
Well, Messi's like the thing I like about Lionel Messi is that he can be quiet for so long, and then all of a sudden, bang, and he's doing something. He just walks around and jogs around everywhere, and then as soon as he gets the ball, his acceleration is like no other. It is, wow! I love it. That's one of my favourite things about that just explosion of pace from Messi when he gets the ball at his feet, because he does this thing where he runs with it a little bit, then he stops to make the defender stop, and then he bursts because he knows he's got the acceleration over any other player, and that's one of my favourite things about Lionel Messi. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Aside from that, both teams they didn't create much. There's not much.
No, I was looking for play, especially with Di Maria out. I was looking for Argentina to look to kind of different players to provide a creative outlet. Lavezzi, for me, I'm sorry, he is the Hulk of Argentina.
Well, I tweeted that, and
did you actually?
Some people, yeah, I did. Some people didn't agree.
See that.
I tweeted it on my own account, but some people agreed, some people didn't.
I just think Lavezzi, for me, I've not seen him have a number of consistent performances since he played for Napoli.
No,
he always seems like you don't really know what you're going to get. It's like Hulk.
Yeah,
in terms
it'll be
of
interesting to
consistently
see
inconsistent.
Now Aguero's kind of back fit. It'll be interesting to see if Lavezzi's dropped for Di Maria. If Di Maria comes back, it's 50-50. No one knows.
That's the big question, isn't it? Will he be back? Can he be fit in time? What is Di Maria's injury?
Do you know what? I wish you hadn't asked me that.
I'm just wondering, I guess it's a muscle thing. I'm trying to remember how he got injured, and I really can't. I'm going to pull up Lavezzi's stats because I'm really curious.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see if in the next, in the final, they'll play a Di Maria, Aguero, Messi trio to try and get the best out of Messi, maybe, because he's used to playing in that kind of...
Did Lavezzi get subbed off?
Yeah, he did for Maxi Rodriguez.
Yeah, I was going to say, he made 13 passes in the entire time he was on the pitch.
Wow, that's 100 minutes.
And he failed 4.
Yeah.
His pass completion was like 76%, but that's pretty bad.
That it was a battle of the midfield. I thought De Jong did well to last an hour, considering I thought his tournament was over.
He lost one aerial duel.
I'm bored of this game already.
He missed one aerial duel, missed one interception, failed 2 tackles, and took on 3 players, and only 1 was successful. There you go. There's your Lavezzi stats for the match. What's
worse, watching the game, having us talk about the game, or having to listen to us talk about the game? Which is the worst of those 3?
I feel like if we'd been commentating it, it would have been infinitely more exciting.
Well, we should start commentating games. We should try and do the third place playoff. If anyone knows of a live streaming site which is actually live without delay.
Because the issue we have is loads of people have been asking us to do live comp, but we can't do it because the audio delay, because we are on about a 30-second delay with most streaming services online, which means you'd have to pause your TV on Sky Plus.
Just to listen to us, to use some headphones, and it wouldn't be worth it.
No.
But if you get it live, that's different. So, Jack, what else has been happening in the World Cup? Scolari.
Well, he's come out, hasn't he? And he said, I'm not leaving yet. I've not decided on my future, but we've got a game left to play. Imagine if they lose 7-1 again.
Well, I don't think the Dutch are capable, but yeah.
They beat Spain 5-1.
Thiago Silva will be back. Yeah, but I mean, Brazil have been alright up until getting hammered by Germany.
This is true.
So we'll see.
Anything can happen. It's football.
I think that Scolari's going to wait to see. Like, I think if they win that game and finish third, he may. So bollocks. I think he'll leave whatever happens. I think
reckon?
he's quite his time. Yeah. I think he's gone.
How old is Scolari? I kind of feel like they need a younger manager to come in.
65.
I think they need a younger manager with a fresher way of thinking that isn't going to revolve around a one-player or two-player plan.
I just don't know what the coaching levels are like in domestic Brazilian football. Is there anyone from that league that would take the step up? It's pretty obvious now that it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a poison chalice, but it's quite a tough job, isn't it? We talk about how hard the England job is in this country. To be the Brazil manager, at least you don't have to face being in Brazil again for a little while.
I'm just going to inject some excitement into the podcast. Can you hear the dog outside my flat?
Yeah, what's the dog doing?
I don't know. Let me go and take a look. One sec.
Right, I'll commentate this. Jack's making his way away from the desk. He's walking over to the window.
It's
Jesus Christ.
Someone's dead.
What's happened?
Anyway.
Oh no, that's awful.
I've shut the window. I'm trying to drown it out. Yeah.
Well, so if you can hear a dog in the background, just know Jack's captured a dog. That sounds like what's happened. Anyway.
It's actually Rob.
It's Rob. Rob the dog.
He's talking to the neighbour's dog. Conversation.
The only other real talking point is the fact that the South Korean manager has quit.
He's quit, hasn't he? What a quitter. Now, I want to get up his name, but I've lost it. Where is he? Myungbo has said bye. I was trying to think of a rhyme.
No, he literally has said bye. He's gone.
He's left. I've just clicked on an article about it, and he looks so sad. But he's resigned as coach after they finished bottom of their group.
He's been quite humble about it. He said, "I've made many mistakes and errors. I was not mature enough, and I created so many misunderstandings."
What misunderstandings?
That's if I ever end the relationship with my girlfriend, I may well say I've made many mistakes and errors. I was not mature enough, and I created many misunderstandings.
It sounds like he's doing a breakup.
It is a little bit.
I feel sorry for the South Korea Football Association because just last week they said we're not sacking him. We're giving him the Asian Cup next year.
And he was like, thanks, but no thanks.
Well, Hong Myung-bo, wasn't he? He was like, I don't know if he was captain, but he was certainly part of the South Korea team that got to the semi-finals in 2002, and many people kind of attribute that to why they got as far as they did. I know they finished bottom of their group, okay, but drawing 1-1 with Russia isn't that bad.
No, but if that's the only thing that you achieve,
yeah, I guess 4-2 against Algeria isn't great, is it?
Nothing to write home about.
He looks very sad. I feel bad for him because
I feel bad for him.
I don't know. Like in the same way, kind of Brazil have limited coaches. I can't imagine there's that many South Korean coaches.
I don't know. If you're from South Korea or Brazil, let us know the state of your coaching.
Excellent.
Shall we? I've not done a Twitter question, but we'll be doing. Guess what's tomorrow, Jack?
Q&A.
Q&A Friday. Yeah.
Because it screwed up recording last time, so we're going to attempt to make sure we don't have the same issue again this time. And because it's a break day, because it's a day, we want your questions to do with the World Cup. Because it's a day. It's Q&A Friday.
Q&A Friday, jingle.
It's like Taco Tuesday. People who haven't seen the Lego movie won't get Taco Tuesday. Are you making up a theme tune here?
That's the jingle for Q&A Friday.
Excellent. So yeah, guys, we are doing a Q&A. We had an issue recording before. Are you going to do that whenever I mention the word Q&A?
Q&A Friday. Dumb.
Excellent. Sounds like a remix of the Countdown theme tune. Are you finished now?
Well, it depends.
So anyway, we are going to be doing it tomorrow. Answering questions.
Okay.
So if you want to get some in, World Cup related, this is going to be the fourth to last show. Penultimate second from last. I don't know what fourth from last is. Double penultimate, we'll go with it. Actually, yes, that's free. I don't even know. Where am I? So we are going to be
category on some risky websites. Double penultimate. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, we're going to do a Q&A tomorrow, and then of course the third place
Q&A Friday. It's changed.
The third, fourth place playoff is on the 12th, which is on Saturday. Final is the Sunday. My gosh,
you know what Friday is though?
The day we answer questions. And then Monday will be the last show of our little run-in.
Oh, God.
If you want to submit questions, you can do it via Twitter. Ben, where can they submit questions? Where can the people do it?
Right. On Twitter, it's @ForTheFans Show. Tweet us your questions. Use the hashtag FTF Q&A. Did it? No. On YouTube, youtube.com/ForTheFans show. There's a video. We upload a video of this podcast. Leave your questions in the comments section.
And
on Facebook.
Yes, I was about to come in there, but you've remembered. Excellent.
Facebook.com/ I've done the movement for the slash. For the fan show. I will be leaving a some sort of status update, and put your questions under that. If you're on iTunes, you can use any of those 3 ways to do this. So
iTunes doesn't have a chat system, does it? I
look forward to hearing from you. To all the people that have recently been rating the podcast on iTunes, thank you very much. As I've mentioned, we're giving away a DVD. We hit 1,000 likes on Facebook. If we hit 2,000 followers on Twitter, I'll give away a DVD for that as well.
Wow, yeah. There's some great DVDs to be won.
Sure are.
Right. Is that everything for today? There really isn't anything to talk about today. I feel like what we've done is we've milked the yesterday's match for all it's worth, and we did quite a good job.
I've come up with a fantastic theme tune for Q&A Friday. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. It's from me, Ben, and from my co-host, Jack. We'll be doing Q&A Friday tomorrow, and I look forward to it. I'll see your questions there. Jack, you finish this.
I don't know what to say other than thank you for watching. Sorry for Ben. Bye.
Today's show's over.